It's game day at Georgian. Hello and welcome to the Georgian College Athletic Center in Barrie, Ontario. Tonight's OCAA women's volleyball match features a 3-4 Georgian Grizzlies team hoping to put an end to Canadore's 6-game winning streak and hand them their first loss of the season. The Panthers have had a strong first half of the year and are hoping to remain perfect at the end of tonight's game. Georgian is continuing to battle through an up-and-down season, but a win tonight would get them back to 500 and in good position for a second-half push come January. It's Canadore at Georgian, live on the call tonight. I'm Sean McAvoy, looking forward to a good matchup. So we look at the two teams' starting lineups. On the Canadore side, number 3, Emma Howe. Number 4, Tiana Head. Number 5, Leah McDougall. Number 7, Alexandra McClure. Number 10, Ashlyn Kadlachik, as well as number 11, Christine Ledger. Lastly, number 18, Jess Van Hoosen. For the Grizzlies, starting lineup, number 5, Sophia Clement. Number 6, Alyssa Muller. 7, Amber Maw. Number 10, Kelsey Watson. Number 11, Dominica DeFrancesco. Number 12, Alandria Surkas, as well as number 14, Jenna Gross. It'll be the Grizzlies starting with the ball. As Alandria Surkas prepares to serve, we'll get underway from Georgian College. The serve is up and this game is underway. Canadore receives the serve. It'll be the Grizzlies getting the first point. Canadore unable to get it over and the Grizzlies take a 1-0 lead. Surkas once again serving. Popped in the air by Canadore, and now a play will be made over the net, but a little low into the net. Grizzlies up 2-0. Surkas serving again. Her serve is up. Howe plays it in the air. Van Hoosen tried to get it over, but mishits. And it's a good start for the Grizzlies, up 3-0 here early. Surkas holding the serve line. A little too much on this one, and Canadore has their first point of the game. Sends number 18, Jess Van Hoosen, to serve for the Panthers. Canadore's first serve is up. It's popped in the air. Played over the net by Kelsey Watson. Howe steps up. Number 11, Christine Ledger, making a big play there. Earning the point for Canadore. Now Van Hoosen returns to serve again. Looking to tie it up on this rally. Watson plays it up in the air. Clement to DeFrancesco. Hit is made but out of bounds. We've got a tie game here at Georgian College. Canadore serves. Kelsey Watson pops it in the air for Clement, who plays it over to Maw. Missing on that strike, and Canadore responds with 4 straight points. Now have a 1-point lead in this game. Van Hoosen holding the line. It's Maw to Clement. Maw steps up, plays it over the net. McDougall earns the point for the Panthers. After giving up 3 points early, they've responded with 5 straight points and have control of this first set for the meantime. Van Hoosen's serve goes over. Sophia Clement trying to make a play at the net there, but it's called for a double touch. 6 straight points for the Panthers now, and Jess Van Hoosen will serve once again. With miss-hitting on that one. Grizzlies get a point back. Alyssa Muller will serve. Canadore makes a close play on the net, but goes over the line. It costs Canadore a point. Grizzlies get one back. They're now down 6-5 with Muller to serve again. Muller's serve goes over. Van Hoosen plays it. Played over the net by Ledger. Now Clement to Ma. Ma tips it over. Howe to the net for McDougall. Now Clement sets it to DiFrancesco. Tipping it over. Van Hoosen's there. Played over by McDougall. DiFrancesco now playing it to the Canadore side. Stepping up on that ball, Alexandra McClure, but unable to get it to stay in bounds. Georgian ties this one up. Muller's serve is over. Van Hoosen to Kadlicek and played over the net by Ledger. Clement to Watson. Ledger gets the big block at the net. The Grizzlies hanging on to and earn the point here. Good response after being blocked. Christine Ledger made a nice block of the net, but a good response, strong reaction by the Grizzlies, and they hold on to win the point as Muller serves. This one's into the net. Canadore responds with a point of their own. An evenly matched first set sees the two teams tied 7-7. Canadore has the ball ready to serve now. Christine Ledger will be the one serving. Ma plays it to Clement. Back to Ma. Off the arms of Ledger, out of bounds. Grizzlies back out on top, 8-7. Dominica DiFrancesco preparing to serve for the Grizzlies. Howe plays it. It's number 10, Ashlyn Kadlicek, caught the Grizzlies sleeping, found the open space and gets the point for Canadore. Number 5, Leah McDougall will serve. Ma pops it in the air. Clement's there to help as Ma plays it over the net. It's tipped at the net but kept alive. Van Hoosen to McClure, playing it over the net. DiFrancesco to Ma, plays it over the net. McClure striking the ball. Surkas is there. Now Clement to the other side for Ma. Howe steps up. Struck again by McClure. It's tipped out of bounds off Alandria Surkas. Canadore gets the point, and they're back out in the lead by 1. McDougall to serve again. Gross plays it to Clement. Over to Watson. Big strike coming up, but it misses out of bounds, and it's a point for the Canadore. McDougall preparing to serve again. The Panthers have a 2-point lead. The serve is up. Now Clement sets over to Ma. Trying to make a diving play was Leah McDougall, but unable to do so. It falls to the ground, and Grizzlies respond with a point of their own. Number 7, Amber Ma will serve. Misplayed there. Emma Howe unable to play it cleanly. It falls to the ground. Grizzlies tie this one up 10-10. Van Hoosen pops it in the air, and Kadlicek plays it over. It was put over the net by Tiana Head. Now Surkas with a strike, trying to get the kill, but it's handled by the Canadore defense as McDougall plays it over. Gross is there. Clement to Watson. Kadlicek tips it over the net for Canadore, but Surkas is on the other side to make a strike over the net. Now trying to make a tip. Ma steps in to help, and DiFrancesco plays it over the net for Howe to Kadlicek. Now McClure mishit it, but it ends up being perfect, falling right into the open floor on the Grizzlies side, and the Panthers get one. Alexandra McClure to serve. It's well struck. Now Clement sets to Surkas. Blocked at the net. And some Grizzlies scramble to keep it alive, but can't. Canadore with back-to-back points now. McClure's serve is low, and DiFrancesco has to play it right back over the net. Kadlicek now sets to Van Hoosen. A big kill, earning the point for Canadore, who now strung together a few points and have a 3-point lead midway through the first set. McClure back to serve again. Missing on that serve, it goes out of bounds, and the Grizzlies get the point. Kelsey Watson now heads to serve for the Grizzlies. And that's an ace for Kelsey Watson. Miscommunication on the Panthers side. Grizzlies now within one of tying it up in the first set. A line drive, and Van Hoosen can't play it cleanly. Tied up at 13 now between the Georgian Grizzlies and the Canadore Panthers. Kadlicek over to Van Hoosen, blocked at the net by Muller. Van Hoosen plays it over. A free ball, finding the open space in the back court, and it's a Panthers point with a 1-point lead now. Howe checks out as Ledger checks in for the Panthers. And Tiana Head will serve. The serve is up. Watson playing it to Ma. Watson plays it over the net now. Trying to make a diving save was Kadlicek. Howe returns to the court now as Head heads off for the Panthers. And it's Sophia Clement with the ball, getting ready to serve for the Grizzlies. McClure plays it in the air, and Ledger plays it over. Watson's there. Clement now to Muller. Off the hands of Christine Ledger at the net, falling on the Canadore side, and the point goes the Grizzlies' way. Grizzlies now with a 15-14 lead. Hoping to create some separation between the two sides. Clement serve is up, but played by the Panthers. Van Hoosen with a big strike of the net. DiFrancesco tipping it over, finding the open floor. A good point for the Grizzlies. Panthers with a strong attack at the net, but it was responded by the Grizzlies. DiFrancesco stepped up to play it over the net and get the point. Clement with a line drive over the net. Sets up an opportunity for Dominica DiFrancesco. She does no wrong, getting the kill, earning the point for the Grizzlies, who are now up 3 midway through the first set. Clement serve goes. It was Alandria Surkas almost backing into Amber Ma. Cause for the ball to fall to the floor. Panthers catch a break as they get a point back and have the serve down 2. That's Kadlicek serving. Clement now setting it for Watson, who comes in and gets a big strike, big kill. Grizzlies back up 3 now. And Surkas will serve. Surkas serves. McClure is there to Kadlicek. Over to McDougall. It's blocked at the net by DiFrancesco, and McDougall will have to play it over. Clement to Muller for the tip. Van Hoosen makes the diving save, and McDougall strikes it over the net. Surkas, diving save, keeps this rally going. But it's Christine Ledger finishing it off. Big kill at the net. Panthers get a point back and continue to battle in this set. 2 points separating the two sides. Grizzlies on top. In the meantime, Panthers have the ball serving. It's just Van Hoosen. Clement to Ma. Kadlicek to McDougall. Off the arms of Alandria Surkas, out of bounds. Panthers within 1. Watson playing it to Clement, over to DiFrancesco. Off the net and falling to the floor. It's a Grizzlies point. Alyssa Muller here to serve. Miss hits that one, it goes into the net. Panthers catch another break and get the ball back. Megan Foucault coming into the game now and will serve for the Panthers. They're down 1, 19-18, looking to tie it up on this rally. Ma to Clement to Watson, blocked at the net. That was Tiana Head with the big block. DiFrancesco trying to tip it over. Ma steps up and plays it over and gets the point for Georgian. Great confidence by Amber Moss stepping up on that ball and making the play for the Grizzlies to get the point. It sends Dominica DiFrancesco to serve. Van Hoosen plays it right to Ma. Ma will get called for being on the net, though. Looking to earn back-to-back points for her Grizzly squad. Much to the disliking of Ma and head coach Brad Graham in his 29th year, but no success. Panthers get the point. They have the ball. McDougall to serve. Clement plays it to Watson. Van Hoosen's there. That's Kadlicek. Over to Head. Head with a great strike, earning the point for the Panthers. It's Leah McDougall returning to the serve line, all knotted up at 20. DiFrancesco dives to keep it alive, and Watson plays back to Surkas, who gets it over the net. Kadlicek now setting to McClure. A diving save by Surkas keeps it alive, and Georgian has to play it over the net. Ma will do so. Van Hoosen's there to Kadlicek to Head. Big kill for Tiana Head, who gives the Panthers the lead late in the first set. They're up 21-20, forcing Brad Graham to call the first timeout of this game. A back and forth first set is going to come down to the wire. The Panthers are ahead 21-20. Not much time left to go. Brad Graham and the Grizzlies will talk things over. Two teams return to the floor coming out of a Grizzlies timeout. Both sides talking things over before the first set comes to a close. Canadore misses on that serve, and it's all tied up 21-21. Amber Ma and the Grizzlies get the ball ready to serve. And this set's still up for decision. The next few points will be critical. Ma's serve is up. Off the hands of Megan Foucault, forcing the Panthers to call a timeout. So Grizzlies call the timeout and earn back-to-back points, giving them a 1-point lead. So a good timeout called by Brad Graham. Grizzlies performing coming right to that timeout, forces the Panthers to do the same. the Grizzlies with the ball, and Amber Ma will serve. Getting action back underway, coming out of the Panthers' timeout. Van Hoosen plays it to Kadlicek, playing over to McClure. Diving save by Amber Ma. A great play to keep this rally going. Surkas tries to play it over, but just outside of those posts on the net. It's ruled out of bounds, and the Panthers get the point. Tied up 22-22. Alexandra McClure serving for the Panthers. The strong serve, and Gross plays it to Surkas, bumps it over the net, heads there. Kadlicek to the far side now for Van Hoosen. It's a big strike, big kill, finding the back left corner, and a late lead here for the Panthers, who are looking to close this one up. Brad Graham calls a timeout. It's a good timeout to take. Only a few more points left to go in this first set. Last time the Grizzlies called a timeout, they responded with 2 straight points and grabbed the lead back. They could do the same as they come out of this timeout. We'll see what happens. The two teams returning to the floor, and a big couple points upcoming. It's Alexandra McClure and the Canadore Panthers with the ball, up 1 point. The serve is up. Clement to Watson. And the Grizzlies earn a big point to tie this one up. Kelsey Watson will serve for the Grizzlies, all tied up at 23. He'll take back-to-back points for either side in order to win it within 25 points. Watson's serve is up. It's McClure to the net for Kadlicek, trying to tip it over. Muller helps out. Surkas plays it over. Played over by McDougall, tipped by a couple of Grizzlies as it goes out of bounds. The Panthers get the point. Sends Tiana Head to the serve line for set point for the Panthers. That one's a miss. It goes out of bounds, and we're all tied up 24-24. Now back and forth set's going to come down to the wire here. It'll take a few extra points to settle it. Sophia Clement serving for the Grizzlies. A line drive kept alive by McClure. Kadlicek plays it to Van Hoosen. DeFrancesco miffs on that one. Gives up a costly point to the Panthers, who now have set point. Ashlyn Kadlicek to serve. Mont runs to the ball, and DeFrancesco plays it over the net. Makes better of this attempt, earns the point for the Grizzlies. A very competitive first set. It's tied up 25-25. Alandria Surkas has the ball to serve for Georgian. Van Hoosen to Kadlicek. Watson plays it over the net, a desperate attempt, succeeds. Now Van Hoosen plays it back for the Panthers. Clement sets it to Ma. And that's a big point for the Grizzlies, finding the middle open space in that Panthers defense. They give up a big point. Alandria Surkas now has the serve for set point Grizzlies. Panthers, though, call a timeout before Surkas can get the serve off. Alandria Circas and the Georgian Grizzlies have the serve. Set point on the way. The serve is low and into the net. Panthers find life off of a Grizzly mistake. They have the ball tied up 26-26. Van Hoosen with the serve. Gross to Clement to Watson, who steps up. Kadlicek plays in the air. Howe to McDougall. It's blocked by Ma and Muller, and Kadlicek has to play it over the net. Watson pops it up for Clement, who sets it to DiFrancesco. Along the line, but out of bounds. A big point for the Panthers, who now have their set point for Jess Van Hoosen, who will serve. Watson plays it to Clement. Far side for Ma. Blocked at the net. Ma keeps it alive from the ground. Clement to Muller. DiFrancesco steps up and sets it over the net. Kadlicek keeps it in the air, and McClure steps up on it. It's tipped by DiFrancesco. And a couple Grizzlies fight over the ball. Gross gets it over the net. Kadlicek earning the point, winning the set for the Panthers. A very competitive rally closes it out, and a disappointed Grizzlies side heads back to the bench, down 1-0. Well, Ashlyn Kadlicek for the Panthers had success on that play earlier in the set. On that second touch, catching the Grizzlies side unaware, not ready, finding the open floor, earning the point for the Panthers. It's an attack that has worked for Kadlicek and the Panthers side. They're up 1-0. Shook. Take a look. The two teams return to the floor. We prepare for our second set from the Georgian College Athletic Center. In the first set, the Canadore Panthers won the first set, took a few extra points to do so. It's the same starters for the Grizzlies on the floor: DiFrancesco, Muller, Clement, Circas, Ma, and Watson. Prepare to receive the serve from Ashlyn Kadlicek, who had the set-winning point in that first set. DeFrancesco playing it over the net. And Kadlicek popping up for McDougall. McDougall misses on that one. The Grizzlies get the first point of the second set. The first set starters remain on the floor for Canadore as well. Alyssa Muller to serve for the Grizzlies. Van Hoosen plays it in the air, and Kadlicek sets it to the far side for Ledger, who gets a good strike on it. Watson stepped up to it on the net, but off her arms out of bounds. We're all tied up 1-1 as the Panthers get the point. Jess Van Hoosen now to serve. Ma plays it over the net, but missing. Panthers have back-to-back points and their first lead of the second set, up 2-1. A quick serve by Van Hoosen, not wasting any time after the whistle. And making good on it. They get another point and they're up 3-1. Jenna Gross misplays the serve. Panthers have 4 straight points now and have a 4-1 lead early in the second set. DeFrancesco to Clement. Ma steps up on it, but missing. Too much on it, goes out of bounds. Panthers playing strong here to start the second set. They've got a 5-1 lead. Jess Van Hoosen remains off the serve line. Surkas to Clement. DeFrancesco steps up on it, but Howe is there. Kadlicek now to Ledger. Gross stood tall, and Clement plays it over. Kadlicek sets to McDougall. McDougall missing though. But the Grizzlies are called for being on the net, and it's another point for the Panthers. Van Hoosen will remain with the serve. Amber Ma does not like the call. Now Clement to Watson. Good response from Canadore, played it right back over. Now Ma steps up on the ball. It's a diving save by Kadlicek. Van Hoosen plays it over, and Ma can't keep it alive. Diving for the ball, but the Grizzlies give up a point. Grizzlies take their first time out of the second set. They've come out flat in the second set. They find themselves down 7-1 after what was a back and forth first set. Brad Graham and his team will talk it over and see if they come out with a bit more life following the timeout. The Grizzlies take a moment to talk things over and hope to return stronger in the second half of this second set. In the meantime, Jess Van Hoosen serving for the Panthers. Gross plays it in the air. Clement steps in to help, and Watson will have to play it over, but it's out of bounds. So Panthers continue to roll coming out of the timeout break. They're up 8-1. Van Hoosen has had the serve for all 8 points the Panthers have scored. Clement putting it in the air. Ma steps up, trying to get the point, missing on it. Brienne Camerand coming in for Amber Ma, checking out. Up 9-1. Canadore is. Van Hoosen serving. Surkas to Clement to Watson with the tip. McDougall's there. Kadlicek now to Ledger, and Ledger finds the back corner. A very close one. Official was right there, calls it in. Canadore keeps rolling here, up 10-1. Gross plays it to Clement, to DeFrancesco. Van Hoosen kept it alive, and it was played over by Christine Ledger. That's another point for the Panthers, who have come out strong in the second set. It's 11 consecutive points now, and they've got a 10-point lead. Van Hoosen serves. Gross to Clement. Cameron plays it over. Van Hoosen's there, and now Kadlachik sets to Ledger. It's blocked at the net, but help from McDougall keeps this one in play. And now it's McDougall with the strike. Gross keeps it alive. Cameron plays it over, but missing. Now the Canadore Panthers beginning to show exactly why they are 6-0 on the season, having a dominant second set. They finally give up the serve. After 12 consecutive points, the Grizzlies respond and get a point of their own. They're down 12-2. But Dominica DiFrancesco will serve for Grizzlies. Kadlachik to the far side for McClure. Surkas is there to Clement, to Cameron. Big strike. It's blocked at the net, but Watson plays it over. Van Hoosen sets to McDougall. DiFrancesco plays it right back. Christine Ledger stepped up to the net and got the kill, got the point for the Panthers. Ledger to serve for the Panthers, up 13-2. Clement over to Watson, who plays it over the net. Finally earning a point for the Grizzlies. McDougall almost blocked it, but off her arms, out of bounds. Grizzlies get the point. Brianne Cameron now to serve. A line drive. Van Hoosen has trouble playing it. So the Panthers can't respond to Cameron's serve, and a strong serve by Cameron earns the point for the Grizzlies. Miss hits on the second. Panthers get the ball back up 10. Leah McDougall to serve. Clement tried to make a play at it on the net, but just missing. Panthers get the point. Leah McDougall serving once again for the Panthers. DiFrancesco couldn't play that one cleanly. Hesitant about whether it was going to go out of bounds or stay in. Haley Ricks comes into the game. DiFrancesco checks out, and McDougall will serve once again for the Panthers. And right to Ricks, who makes a play to Clement, allows Watson to step up. Kadlachik now to McClure. Off the arms of Cameron, out of bounds. Another point for the Panthers. Amber Maw coming in for Brianne Cameron now for the Grizzlies. And it looks like Cameron may be a little sore, may have hurt herself on that final play. Heads right to the locker room, but McDougall serves. Clement plays it over to Surkas. Surkas with a big kill, earning the point for the Grizzlies, who are looking to put together a late push in the second set. It's Watson with the ball to serve. Van Hoosen to Kadlachik. McClure tips it over. Clement keeps it alive. Muller sets to Surkas on the tip. McClure trying to get the kill, but missing. It goes out of bounds. Grizzlies with back-to-back points now. Down 11, but with the ball. Georgian looking to fight back in the second set. Watson to serve. And that's an ace for Kelsey Watson, her second of the game. Finally starting to see a little bit of energy out of this Georgian side here in the second set, looking to string together some points. Howe to Kadlicek to McDougall. Watson keeps it alive. Clement catches the Panthers by surprise, taking a move right of Ashlyn Kadlicek's playbook. Grizzlies with three straight points. Watson to serve. A strong serve, Van Hoosen. Now McDougall playing it over. It's in. It's another point for the Panthers. Alexandra McClure serving for the Panthers, up by 10, 18-8. Surkas is there. Now Clement tipping it. Another smart play, finding the open floor and getting a quick, easy point for the Grizzlies. It's Clement to serve. DeFrancesco comes in for Haley Ricks. Misplayed by Emma Howe and out of bounds. Grizzlies now down 8. Van Hoosen to Kadlicek. To Head earning the point for the Panthers. A big response after the Grizzlies earned a few points. Megan Foucault now coming in for Canadore, and she'll head right to the serve line. Surkas plays it over the net. Foucault's there, and Ledger with the kill at the net. No chance for Amber Maw. Wasn't able to get set in time. It's another point for the Panthers, who now back up by 10 points, 20-10. Foucault to serve again. Maw to Clement to Muller. Muller earns the point for the Grizzlies. Down 9, Alangea Surkas to serve for the Grizzlies. McClure to Kadlicek, far side for Ledger. Ledger misses on that one. It's back-to-back points for the Grizzlies now, who are down 8. They need to make something happen. They're running out of points to play with here. McClure mishandles that one. Foku comes and helps out. McDougall finally plays it over the net. Van Hoosen plays it over. And now the Grizzlies trying to keep this one alive. They do. Finally, 4 touches it called. Canadore was concerned they weren't going to call that one, and we're going to catch their defense sleeping, but the ref with the late call. Panthers get the point. They're up 9 again. Kadlicek to serve. A line drive over the net. Clement will set to DeFrancesco, but a big block by Christine Ledger denying the point for the Grizzlies. Panthers now with back-to-back points as they look to close out this second set. It's Kadlicek to serve again. Misses on this serve. It goes out of bounds. Alyssa Muller to serve for the Grizzlies. Ledger with the kill at the net. She's done damage from that spot, earning her team another point. It's the Panthers back up by 10 points, 23-13. Jess Van Hoosen has the ball to serve. Gross to Clement to Watson. It's kept alive by McClure and played over by Kadlicek. Watson sets to DeFrancesco, who's there to tip it, and it falls to the floor. That's a point for the Grizzlies. Georgian found life in the second half of this second set. Finally back to playing competitive volleyball, however, maybe too little too late. We'll see what happens over these next couple of points. Kadlicek pops it in the air. McClure steps up on it. Gross keeps it alive. Clement plays it over to Ma, tipping it over. Kadlicek chases the ball down and keeps that one going. It's played over the net by Foku, but out of bounds. Georgian down 8 points, 23-15. Dominica DeFrancesco to serve. Kadlicek plays it off the net. McDougall off the arms of Ledger. Goes out of bounds. Grizzlies stringing together a few points now. It's going to force the Panthers into calling a timeout. Head coach Andy Nicholson, in his 8th year, decides he wants to talk things over on the sideline as the Grizzlies start to pull back and make this a close set. Dominica DeFrancesco and the Georgian Grizzlies with the ball as we resume play in the second set. Kadlicek setting to Ledger. Ledger, the big kill, puts the Panthers to set point. Ledger herself will serve. Gross to Clement to Watson, who will have to play it over the net. Van Hoosen can't handle it, and Grizzlies stay alive. Amber Ma will serve. Down 7 late in the second set. Amber Ma with the ball to serve. Van Hoosen to Kadlicek to head. And it's called inbounds, and that's the set point for the Panthers, who hold a 2-0 lead over the Grizzlies. A disappointing second set for Georgian after playing the first set right down to the wire. It was very competitive, but they came out flat to start the second half. Well, Georgian finally found some life towards the end of that second set, but it was too little too late. A slow start to that second set allowed the Panthers to grab a 10-point lead, and they never looked back. Canadore is up 2-0 and 1 set away from moving on to 7-0, keeping their season perfect and undefeated. Georgian Grizzlies starters remain on the floor as we prepare to begin this third set, as does the starters for the Panthers. On the floor for the Grizzlies, Surkas, Watson, Clement, Gross, DeFrancesco, as well as Ma. For the Panthers, it's McDougall, Ledger, Van Hoosen, Kadlicek, Howe, as well as McClure. It was Ma who served to get this third set going. Kadlicek keeps that alive. Howe setting to McDougall. It's now Clement setting to Surkas. Out of the reach of Emma Howe. Grizzlies get the first point of this third set. Amber Ma to serve. Howe steps in, makes a play. Van Hoosen up at the net. Clement keeps it alive. Watson puts it in the air for Gross to play it over the net. Kadlicek on the other side starting to set things up for the Panthers. Van Hoosen with the tip ball. Almost falling to the floor, but DeFrancesco is there. However, Ledger finishes that one off at the net. It's Van Hoosen to serve for the Panthers. Clement setting to Watson. It's blocked to the net by McClure, but out of her reach as it falls to the floor. Grizzlies get the point back and have a 2-1 lead early in the third set. Kelsey Watson will serve for the Grizzlies. Howe to Kadlicek to Ledger, and Ledger has such a strong strike. Several kills in this game. Earns another one there for her Panthers squad. And it is Christine Ledger to serve. Kadlicek setting to McClure. Ma dives, keeps this one alive, and Surkas trying to get a kill of herself, but Panthers respond. Smart play by Alyssa Muller, who was ready on the net, tipped it right back over to the open floor on the Canadore side. Grizzlies get the point, and they have a 3-2 lead. Sophia Clement to serve. McClure steps into it, but a little too much on it. Kadlicek keeps it alive. Howe eventually played it over. DeFrancesco finally steps up on a ball at the net, gets the kill and a point for the Grizzlies, who now have a 2-point lead early in the third set. It was a strong play by Ashlyn Kadlicek to keep it alive. They were scrambling, and it was probably on the Georgian side of the net, out of bounds. They played it back over, kept it alive, but the Grizzlies eventually got the point. McDougall earns the point for the Panthers. They respond to a couple of points by the Grizzlies. Leah McDougall to serve. Low serve. Clement plays it over. Howe now putting it in the air for McClure. On the Grizzlies side, it's Surkas trying to make a play on it. Falls to the Panthers side. Head keeps it alive. McClure earns the point for the Panthers. All tied up at 4 in the third set. McDougall to serve for the Panthers. Watson plays it over. Howe's there. Plays it right back to the Grizzlies. And now Clement setting up Watson. McDougall's there. Kadlicek now setting to McClure. A clean strike on it. It goes to the floor. Canadore up 1 now, 5-4. Leah McDougall serving again. Clement to the far side for DeFrancesco. Kadlicek, it's ahead. Popped high in the air Watson gets under it and plays it forward for Ma, who gets it over the net. Howe to Kadlicek. Kadlicek again, the same play she's had so much success on throughout the night, gets another one for the Panthers. Grizzlies not ready on that second touch for it to be played over. Another good play by Ashlyn Kadlicek. McDougall to serve for the Panthers. Clement to Surkas. McDougall's there, and now Kadlicek setting to Head. Finds the back left corner. Big kill for Tiana Head, and another point for Canadore. Up 3 points, 7-4. Muller plays it over. A couple Panthers diving to try and keep that one in the air, but it falls, and the Grizzlies get the point. Alandria Surkas heading to the service line now for the Grizzlies. McClure to Kadlicek. Muller sets it to DeFrancesco. Big block by McClure. Head keeps it alive, and Kadlicek plays it over for bounds. Grizzlies within 1 point now, down 7-6. The serve is up. Kadlicek set to Head. Big point. Tiana Head steps in and gets the kill. So that point keeps the Panthers in control, up 2 in this third set. Alexandra McClure to serve. Ma to Clement, back to Ma. Well hit, but a good play by McClure to keep it alive. Van Hoosen plays it over. Watson dives and saves that one. Over to Surkas, and Clement plays it over the net. Kadlicek now setting to Van Hoosen. Off the arms of Kelsey Watson, out of bounds. Another point goes Canadore's way. Grizzlies find themselves down 9-6 now in the third set. McClure to serve. Clement setting to the far side for Dominica DeFrancesco, earning the point for the Grizzlies. Sends Alyssa Muller to serve. It's Georgian down 2 in the set and in the match. And that's an ace for Alyssa Muller. A little bit of help as it grazed the net. Fell short of the Panthers defenders, but it works out. Grizzlies get a point, and the timeout is called by the Panthers. So as the Grizzlies back in this third set, they're down 1 point. The Panthers decide to talk it over. They call a timeout. It's the Grizzlies down 1 point in this set and down 2-0 in the game. It's Alyssa Muller with the ball to serve for the Grizzlies, down 9-8. That's an ace for the Grizzlies. All tied up at 9 now. Muller returns the serve. This one's off the mark by Muller. Goes out of bounds. Panthers get a point back and regain their 1-point lead. Tiana Head will serve for the Panthers. A little too much on the serve from Tiana Head. Gives the point back to the Grizzlies. Dominica DeFrancesco prepares to serve. Serve is up, a line drive barely over the net, but allows Kadlicek to set to Ledger. Ledger once again earning a point for the Panthers. She's had a great game. It continues. And now Ashlyn Kadlicek will serve. Clement over to Watson. McClure keeps it alive, and now Van Hosen steps up and earns the point for Canadore. Kadlicek's serve is up. Gross plays it to Clement, and Watson will have to play it over as Kadlicek sets for Ledger, and once again, Ledger gets another kill at the net. Kadlicek steps in and saves the Panthers from giving up a point there. And a big block. Kelsey Watson trying to earn the kill at the net, but it's blocked, and it falls on the Grizzlies' side. Another point given up. Forces Brad Graham and the Grizzlies to take a timeout after they give up 4 points and find themselves down 4 midway through this third set. They need to come out strong out of this timeout in hopes of keeping this game alive, sending it to a 4th set. We'll see what kind of energy they can bring coming out of the timeout. Ashlyn Kadlicek has the ball to serve for the Panthers. They're up 4. Grizzlies need points in a hurry here, and they'll get one off the arms of Kadlicek and out of bounds. Sends Amber Maw to the line to serve for the Grizzlies. They're down 3. Surkas plays it over the net and gets the kill. Well struck by Alangria Surkas, and now Ma to serve once again. Grizzlies lingering around in this third set, not willing to go away easy. They're down 2-0 and need to win this set to keep this game going. Kadlicek setting to Van Hoosen. It's now Watson for the Grizzlies setting to Surkas, tips it over the net. Kadlicek to Van Hoosen. Watson keeps it alive. Surkas plays it over, but missing. It's out of bounds, and the point goes Canadore's way. Panthers extend their lead to 3 now, up 15-12. And Jess Van Hoosen with the serve. Missing on the pass was Dominica DeFrancesco for the Grizzlies. It gives a point to the Panthers, who are now up 4. Van Hoosen remains at the serve line. Low, short, and out of the reach. Dominica DeFrancesco. It goes to the floor. Panthers string together some points now in hopes of putting this game away. They're up 17-12. Gross to Clement. Van Hoosen steps in there. Kadlachik now to Ledger. Gross diving save. DeFrancesco with a nice tip. A light tip falls just over the net and to the floor on the Panthers side. Grizzlies get a point back. They're down 4. Kelsey Watson to serve. A strong serve goes out of bounds, gives the points back to Canadore. They're up 18-13, and it looks like Canadore will begin to tinker with their lineup. It's Megan Foucault coming into the game to serve. She has seen time in the game already. Clement with the set to Surkas, blocked. Blocked out of bounds. Georgian gets the point. Sophia Clement will serve. It's the Panthers up 4. Kadlachik to head. Blocked out of bounds by DeFrancesco. Panthers get the point back. Leah McDougall serving for the Panthers. Clement plays it to DeFrancesco. Van Hoosen to Kadlachik. Over to McClure. McClure missed on that one. Georgian continuing to hang around in this game. They're down 4 points in the set, 2 sets in the game. Looking to find life late here and get a set win. Kadlachik with a tip, a smart play, good vision by Ashlyn Kadlachik. She's done that throughout the night. It works out again here, adds another point to Canadore's total. Alexandra McClure with the serve. Clement to Muller. Muller will miss, it goes out of bounds. Canadore with a 6-point lead, 21-15. Only a few more points to go to close out this game. McClure again to serve. Help from the net, it falls to the Grizzlies side, but kept alive by Clement. Kadlachik to Van Hoosen. Van Hoosen makes no mistake. Gives the Panthers their 22nd point of the set. McClure returns to the service line. Clement to Ma. Blocked at the net. Mahler pops up in the air. DeFrancesco back to Watson. Free ball over the net. McClure's there. Kadlachik now far side for head. Watson playing it over, but low, and it hits the net. Up 23-15. Alexandra McClure returns to the serve line. McClure's serve is a little low and into the net, gives the ball back to the Grizzlies, who now need to do something if they hope to win this set. Muller's serve is up. Foku misses on that one. Back-to-back points for the Grizzlies now. We're only down 6 in the third set. They still have a chance, most definitely, but they need to string together some points. Canadore lets that one go, but it falls inbounds. It's an ace for Alyssa Muller. Waller's serve is over. Howe pops it in the air, and Kadlicek earns the point. Good play by Ashlyn Kadlicek. And a few Panthers check into the game now. And they get their momentum back, and they'll have match point from the service line, up 24-18 in the third set, up 2-0 in the game. Now Daniela Northrup, with her first action of the game, will serve for match point. Clement to DiFrancesco, blocked by Van Hoosen, but blocked out of bounds. Grizzlies get the point. So Northrup came in, took the serve, but now exits as Emma Howe comes back into the game. Dominica DiFrancesco will serve for the Grizzlies. They let it go. It goes out of bounds. Canadore wins the third set and sweep the game 3-0. A disappointing night for the Georgian Grizzlies women's volleyball team. They fall 3-0 to the Canadore Panthers. Canada came out strong, and after the first set was very competitive going into extra points, no would have seen what would happen in the next two sets. Canadore came into check and had a very strong game. They're now 7-0 on the year. Grizzlies fall to 3-5 as the winter break approaches. As this game wraps up, we turn the page to the men's game coming up at 8 o'clock. For those of you who will be staying tuned, there will be no commentary throughout the game, so if you are not hearing anything, it is not a technical issue. We just will not have commentary for that game, but thank you for tuning into this game, and we hope you enjoy the men's game coming up at 8 o'clock. I'm Sean McAvoy. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.